Go now to dryerbuzz.com and follow @dryerbuzz on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. It's all about the buzz.
Come by, and that's going to also talk to us. Ready for the first one? Come on, you looking for me? Come on in and say hello. What? Hey, come on in and tell us who you are. Just walk into the shot, have a seat.
Yes.
Black Girl Survives. Stop playing. Did you not send me a message that you weren't coming?
No, I said I was getting off the road. It was traffic.
Okay.
It took me, it rerouted.
Black Girl Survive. You tried to come a couple of times. Because we wanted to have her on because of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so she said, I'm coming to first show and I'm coming to second show. You made it by the fourth show.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad to see you.
Me too. I have something for you.
She
Happy
has
birthday.
something for me. Happy birthday. Oh, I tell you, I love presents, y'all. I am trying my best to get into the birthday. Should I open it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a t-shirt? Because you know I love t-shirts. I love t-shirts. Black Girls Survive. First, because we wanted to do a show where we talked about why Black women have to have our hashtags and what that means. And it unites us. Black Girls Survive. Oh my God. You know I'm going to rock this, y'all. So tell everybody, what does that mean? What is Black Girls Survive?
Well, my last name is Black. And my experience as a leukemia survivor and a transplant recipient was that my sister, who was also named Black, was my donor. Okay. So I wanted to name the experience after us, but also after the many of Black women, Africana women that don't have a voice necessarily, or don't seem to feel as if their voice matters.
So you two have something in common.
Yes, as well. We do.
Which is why there was a whole conversation going on. Yeah. You gonna come into the shot now? Okay.
There's no room.
There's no room. Now, because let's talk about. You said what you have survived is what? Tell everybody what you survived.
I survived leukemia and a transplant because the transplant is difficult.
Which is what they have in common, and we'll talk about that. So, this is now a movement for you. And what is it you want us to understand about it?
I want to increase awareness about Africana people and the dynamic of healthcare and how we are participating in our own health. My role is a survivor activist. Okay. So it's not advocating on behalf of, I am also in act of increasing awareness. Okay. So that is what I want to.
And not just awareness, but getting involved. I had a friend online who lost her brother, and they were in Canada. So they do different campaigns for us to test and want to be tested and provide an opportunity. Organ donation is a conversation that I'm sorry, I'm coming out of the shot. Organ donation is something that we kind of late have come to the table on. You know why? And
we don't have these conversations.
We don't have these conversations,
and that's why I'm going to start scoping because
it's considered taboo.
Right.
It's considered It's considered taboo
because we as Africana people globally have a mistrust
of
the health system, and it's because of how we were used historically. But we are our own advocates.
Our fear is that we say yes, we'll give in to organ donation. We feel that it won't benefit the people like your sister gave to you. Who was yours? An anonymous donation? Godiva. So, and that's what we feel like. I know the first thing about it is we feel, because we have a ritual as far as our burial, and I don't know why, but we do, and we just feel like we're going to lose the control of who we help, how we help, when we help. Because there are certain people I know growing up, they used to tell you not to put on your driver's license because your ambulance wants. I mean, there's a lot of, like you said, a lot of mistrust. There are a lot of myths out there about it, but there's a lot. People are really involved in the decision making today. I mean, now, unfortunately, because of Lamar Odom's situation, here comes another conversation. Here's a young man needs a kidney, and is that the 12 o'clock train? Is that 12 o'clock?
1206 train.
That's 1206 train. Okay. We reset a little bit early. I used to wait for the train, but I wanted to figure out. I was like, y'all were having such great conversation. So, how do we bring this conversation into the household? Make it a regular part of the conversation, and keep an eye on who needs help. And even if we do, we think we want to keep our organs in case our family member needs them. You know, it's like, what if I give anonymously to somebody and then something happens to somebody in my family? You know, we got all this stuff going on.
Right.
But yet there are people who need us to make that decision yesterday.
Exactly.
Right. So how are you helping? If I'm rocking this T-shirt, how is it people are gonna know I'm a part of the movement? I'm a part of being an organ donor or supporting. You know, where do we get in? Where's the entry level to this?
Well, I'm new, and also because I am still a patient.
Okay.
So that was one of the reasons.
When did you have your transplant?
2014
Okay.
March. So I'm still.
Right.
I really can't be out a lot.
Right.
And this was another reason why I had to cancel, because my doctors need me. They need
be careful, right?
Right.
You
they
can't
need
just go
me
anywhere.
And check my labs, my results. But so I have a 5-year plan, and I do have programs set up for next year. So I want to. That's why it was very important for me to meet you. And to connect with you, because you are a part of the community.
Right.
And voices like you, gatekeepers like you, people listen to.
Right.
And so because I'm reaching out to you and saying, hey, I'm a patient, but this is a patient perspective.
Okay.
You have that voice.
Okay.
You have that connection
to people.
To people.
Know. Yeah. Because I know, and one of the things, the biggest lesson I've learned this year, even today being my birthday, happy birthday to me. The biggest lesson I've learned, because we went through some catastrophic illness in my family as well. This was not the year that I planned. I planned to be in Paris. Okay, I'm not there. My son was supposed to get on his plane. I was supposed to get on my plane, and we were two gonna go off and have these amazing life and text each other and all this kind of stuff. But I ended up taking care of my mother. But what I came into this with, and we had another tragedy which I haven't yet spoken of. That's just trauma. It's been a year of trauma.
Right.
But the lesson for me is I felt so bad because I know people that have gone through what I just went through, and I didn't know how to help. You know, because people say it all the time. If I can help, anything I can do, let me know.
Right.
And
that's
you
exactly
don't know what to do.
That's exactly why I decided just recently that I probably need to start scoping.
Yeah.
Because
you need to start
patients have a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
But
and what you gain just like that, because I can now speak about like the strokes and everything my mother went through, or me having to tell her doctor, I think my mother's having a stroke.
Exactly.
I'm standing there with a room full of medical professions, and I had to be the one to say that, and I don't know where it came from. I think an angel like whispered in my ear, because I don't know, and they all looked at me like, yeah, I think this lady's having, you know, but that's trauma, because I had given her care over to the medical professions, and every milestone that we made was based on my own patient knowledge, or my mother was refusing care, and I'm like putting her on YouTube. Look, it's not the care that it's not the medical technology that you know. This is what the technology looks like today. And then she goes, okay, save my life. I mean, she literally, that mistrust, she was like, no, I'm tired, I'm ready, you know, whatever happens. I'm like, lady, we get ready to have this operation.
Exactly.
This is what it looks like today. Because her fear was what it looked like. Because she was a nurse herself.
Right.
So her fear was what the procedures looked like in the 60s. She's like, I ain't going through that. And I'm like, but Mom, it's microfiber, you know, this, that, they in and out. And she was like, okay.
It's a microfiber, baby.
Right. I was like, here, we were YouTube. But the fact to be in the hospital having to YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally, we had.
You have so much power. We have so much power, and we don't understand the power that we have. That's important. And the reason why I felt the call to come out to do this activist work, because
I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
So how do I help? Do I give you a section on the blog? Do you blog for me? How do I help Black girls survive?
I write. I'm a grad student, and I do research on patient-centered activism. My thesis research is on Cancer Aesthetics, the art show that I put together from a continuum of Audre Lorde's work.
And you just came out of my timeline.
I did.
But see, that's what I'm saying. People are, one of the reasons I wanted to do this, and I thank Tuya for giving us the space to do that. That's the call that I put out. come out of the timeline, stop sitting, because she kept saying, I kept seeing her hashtag or her name, and she said, I'm going to scope, I'm going to come. And I was like, who is this? What's going on here?
Right.
What do I need to do? Hey, look, we're Fridays, we're at Julia's. Come jump on the couch. That's the opportunity. But one of the things I did say to people is stop hoarding information, because somebody else's life is in peril.
Right.
Somebody else is trying to, just stop hoarding it. Just speak it outwardly. We walk around, even when we're tweeting with Facebook, I can tweet in Facebook and people will still tell me, I wish I'd known. So you have to still
a lot of people don't know the words.
The language.
Right, the language.
We talked about that, Rita, did we not? The language keeps us out of it a lot.
And that's why I feel like it's important, because Audre Lorde talked about the transformation of silence into language and action. Right. And if we don't know how to communicate that language, we won't know how to put it into action. Yeah. So that's exactly why that's my research.
I need to put that on a plaque.
Yeah, exactly. So
no, I like that.
I'm gonna challenge Mousy, and I'm gonna challenge you, both of you, to keep me accountable to make sure that I have sharing this, that we keep talking about this.
Well, we're actually gonna have a show here.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Everybody comes to Mousy's like, you can have. Mousy's like me. Like I'll say, come on the show and be interviewed. Mousy's like, hey, come do a show. Yeah. Come into the space and
use it.
Right, that's what she wants us to do. Y'all can come to Periscope from here too. I ain't the only one got Periscope from here. All right, but I thank you so much for your drive, for coming out, for bringing the shirt.
I had to meet you. And it was divine timing because it's your birthday.
It's your birthday, and more so, help somebody else have a birthday. I think if I can do that on my birthday, help somebody else have a birthday.
Got you matching so well.
I know. I'm gonna put this on. Cool. I got to coordinate. So look for Black Girl Survive content at dryerbuzz.com.
Thank you for that.
All right. So whatever you need, whatever I can do, you need to jump on the Periscope with me. You know we're here on Fridays. Make sure whatever you get ready to do with Mousy, that we know about that and we talk about it. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
This is what it takes. All right, we got one more thing. I don't know where we are on time. Let me see where we are on time. Oh, cool. We're not even at 12:27 yet. So we got another 10 minutes and we got another guest. Yes, all right, that's gonna help us do a little bit of travel. Is it? Are we traveling?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
You are definitely a spiritually filled, thinking woman. And that is what we've been lacking in our community.
Go now to dryerbuzz.com and follow @dryerbuzz on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. It's all about the buzz.